Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm just gonna be going over one of my lifts. I'm gonna just provide some voiceover and you're just gonna see some video of like everything I did in this workout basically. So this was around like 5 a.m. Just wake up, leave the house, whatever, start walking to the gym, whatever, calm shit, you know. Yeah, got to the gym, then started with squats. So with the squats, you can see I'm not going all the way down, right? That's the first thing you probably see. I'm training for basketball. I'm training to jump higher, and usually quarter or half squats are better in terms of just actual explosive power and rate of force development when it comes to training for things like jumping and sprinting and things of that nature. So it's just better and also every set in this workout I'm going to failure. So now I got chest press right here. This can't really be interchanged with any variation of my fault, cut off. So this can be interchanged with any variation of a chest movement, so bench press, push-ups, things of that nature. I just wanted something that would be not as risky in terms of injury if I was going to failure in that set, since there's not as much range of motion in a chest press as there is in something like a dumbbell bench or a bench press. It makes it a lot safer to actually push yourself all the way to failure. So you can see me doing that here. Damn, nigga, my face, bro. Yo. Alright, now we got rows. If y'all can't tell by this point, it's a full body workout, So, rows, single arm. Again, just going to failure. And all of these are doing a weight that should be around 15 reps to get to failure. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. If it's less, I'll usually just lighten the weight the next workout so that I don't end up getting under 15 reps, because I'm going in this program that I'm doing, at least it's more of an endurance thing at this point. Endurance mixed with strength, but I need like actual muscular endurance. Basketball is also a cardio sport, man. Just going back between arms because I didn't end up getting a failure at 15 reps, so I'm just raising the weight and going over it again just so that I can actually get to failure. You can see me pushing on these last few reps right here. Come on, nigga. So now we got something you don't usually see a lot of people do. These are step downs. So these are for your tibialis anterior muscle, which is just the antagonistic muscle to your calf, which is literally just meaning that it's the opposite muscle to your calf. It's used a lot of time for dorsiflexion, if you've heard that when it comes to jumping or sprinting. So it's an important muscle to train for an athlete that plays basketball, because you're sprinting and jumping. So now we have just regular bar, a trap bar. I forgot what this was called for a second. Trap bar deadlifts, and again it's just going to failure. here. I think this is the last one. Yeah. And right here, I think is where I failed. Oh wait, no, my fault. My fault. I'm underestimating myself. Yeah, that's right. Okay, now it's just, instead of regular deadlifts, this is RDLs, so I'm just keeping my legs not necessarily straight, it's at a slightly bent position, but I'm not really changing how much they're bent. I'm bending more at the hips in this movement, similar to a hip thrust type movement. This helps with your hamstrings and your calves as well. So again, hamstrings, calves, posterior chain. That's important for basketball. Tell a lot of basketball in here, man. That's what we're going for. Almost fell over. Okay, now we got tricep extensions. I was just checking the weight right there. I'm pretty sure this one ended pretty early. Didn't really estimate how much weight I was actually pushing. So that's failure right there. Now it's a Russian twist. Actually, one of my friends showed me how to, like, the way to do it on this bench a few days ago, so I've just been trying this. This section of the workout is mostly abs. It's like 3 or 4 ab exercises. You'll be able to see it. So now we got hanging leg raises.
For these, I find it more difficult than a regular leg raise just because of the hanging part. I have to actually engage my forearms and my grip while actually having to do leg raises and maintain my core, so that adds an extra challenge to the exercise. So now these are just machine crunches. I either do these or usually I do dumbbell pullovers, but essentially because it's the same movement, I prefer to do the machine because at the same time, as I said earlier with the chest press, it's much safer to go to failure on a machine just because less range of motion, or not necessarily less range of motion, but less probability for stabilizers that are tired to end up actually stop working and then causing injury. So after this, I had to pray Fajr because like a adhan went off, you know. So this is just me praying Fajr, I guess. Like, you know, it's part of it, man. You gotta put God first, bro, you know. So yeah, I guess just praying Fajr. It's not really self-explanatory, man. Okay, so now it's bicep curls. Again, machine, going to failure. I usually take my shoes off for calf raises. I don't even know why. It's just a habit at this point. I feel better in terms of actual plantar flexion when I just take my shoes off. So I always got like the little window where I can see my reflection in it too, so I can kind of see if my form looks right. So right after this, I'm gonna use a landmine bar right next to it to do lunges, but before that, I need to get to failure on calf raises. I was struggling to get this in. I remember I was so scared I was going to drop it. But yeah, now we're doing lunges. Lunges don't necessarily have to be with a landmine bar. Sometimes I'll do it dumbbells. Sometimes I'll do it with a barbell. Today I just did it with a landmine because, to be honest, with the dumbbells at the gym that I'm at in this video, it's too late to go to failure. So yeah, the dumbbells in this gym were too light to actually go to failure within 15 reps. And at the same time, the barbell, to be honest, I do it a lot. So I just wanted some variation. Okay, so we do side lunges after this. I think I added weight on here so that I could actually go to failure more properly. I swear sometimes on a lot of these reps, you might think you're done, but then it's really just a mental thing. You have to just literally push yourself into making your muscles move. If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but literally just, you can't quit on the rep. That makes it more easy to understand. Okay, so now this is rear delt flies. And just going failure. My fault, yo, my voice sounds big crazy. I'm not allowed to sleep, I can't lie. But it's whatever, gotta get this done. So now it's shoulder press. I realize I always have trouble with the pressing movements compared to my other exercises. Maybe because I have longer arms compared to the rest of my body, but or maybe I actually don't know, but that's the hypothesis I have so far. But it doesn't matter. Either way, the job's still the same. Just gotta keep working at it. Just try it again to push it there. Okay, now I got pull-ups. For pull-ups, it's not just go to failure. It's like you have to get 15 reps done anyways. So it's like if I fail, say at 5 reps, I'll take enough time to where I can do a rep again, and I'll literally just keep going like that until I get 15 reps. So you can see me. I don't even think I failed it. I think it was literally just my hands like let go, so it's just like needing to get back down. But you can see me here. I don't know how many I've done so far, like 8. Yeah, like you can see me waving my hands. So this works almost similar to sets, except it's not as much rest. So it's basically just one set with like little micro increments of rest. So now we're getting to the end of the workout. So now we're just doing, I actually don't know what these are called, but I did these just to replace step-ups, again, just so that less risk of going to failure, or not risk of going to failure, but less risk of injury when going to failure. Same movement, so I figured, I can do this, and also I can use more weight on this than if I was doing a step-up. Also, this thing always reminds me of sprinters when they're trying to jump out of the blocks. It kind of feels like that same type of movement on that first step. In basketball, it's very important to have a quick first step. You see people like De'Aaron Fox or CP3 or Kobe that always had a quick first step, so that's very important for guards. Now this is the forward reverse lunge, and this is kind of important just for like change of angles in terms of just like shin angle. One people you see that are really good at this are really good at decelerating usually, accelerating and decelerating. So people like Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic probably has some of the best breaks in the world, and that's what makes him so hard to guard, even though he's not necessarily the fastest player on the court. So now you can see me just switching legs. Once you're starting out though, this exercise is probably the most difficult in the entire workout, especially when you're doing it for a lot of reps. Like this thing kills when it's a lot of reps. Like you can see, I literally just fell on the ground. I'm just pushing myself back. Now the last leg exercise of the workout are skater squats. So it's literally just a squat with one leg, except it's not a pistol squat like a pistol squat where you have your leg out in front. Instead you have it behind like a skater. One thing I always find challenging with this exercise is maintaining balance. I try to complete my reps in succession, so I don't actually want to fall down or get like stabilize after each rep. I want to just keep going, but I have a lot of difficulty with that, but hopefully in the future I can make that a lot better and I can become much more balanced when I'm doing things like that, because I feel like making myself much more balanced with these skater squats would help me be a much more balanced player on the court and be able to play with it with contact. Okay, so now we just have 2 shoulder exercises left. I'm doing lateral raises, and then the last exercise is going to be front raises.
enjoyed. Hope y'all pick something up from it. You know, inspiration, any ideas of how to train, just anything like that. You know, or just entertainment if that's what you want to watch it for. But anyways, hope y'all liked it. And if y'all got any videos, God, stuttering, bro. My fault. It's 8 in the morning. If y'all got any video ideas for me, leave them down in the comments. Jumhan Mubarak. I'll see y'all next time.